What's going on, y'all? Major League Butt Kicking is back in town. Yeah, that is Russell. That is the goodest boy on base. Crazy. We just had like a whole bunch of multipliers with Russell the other day. It's amazing. So what's going on, everybody out there? What's new? I figure I mix up the thumbnail and so on. I usually do like a beer and Kaspa live stream on Saturday evening, but because we had some really good pumps with Russell, I figured it could be like a beer with Russell live stream. And so I said no Kaspa, but no hate on Kaspa, of course not. So we got a lot of stuff that's been going on. So beer, do I have some beer? What I have is a Steward's Shop half and half iced tea. It's pumped full of caffeine, so I'm going to caffeinate myself. So I'm going to intoxicate myself with caffeine. But it was a very interesting week. Always some good stuff going on. Beer, bro. Beer and Kaspa. yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I figured, yeah, beer and Russell. Russell gave us some pretty good pumps these last couple of days. Been interesting in this bear market. This bear market has been rather eventful. We've had some extremely good pumps with 4 tokens over the last 4 or 5 weeks or so on, 6 weeks over this bear market. What's going on, Mikey? Yeah. Yeah, top of the evening to you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's been really interesting out there. So I pulled up a bunch of stuff. I mentioned this in a I've been doing, like, last couple of days I've been doing some short YouTube shorts, right? Some short market updates, YouTube shorts, and just like a market update type of video. Just like, I don't know, I figured maybe I should do that just to keep people in the know and so on. But I mentioned this one yesterday. A whale has opened a $99 million Bitcoin for with 40x leverage facing liquidation at 89K. I was curious. So what is Bitcoin right now? Just for the curiosity, I haven't checked in like since the morning. Actually, I didn't check. So it's at 88. So I'm gonna say 24 hours. Where did it go? Yeah, so it didn't go. So this guy didn't get liquidated. So that's cool. Yeah, what's going on? Welcome for a beer and Russell live stream. I guess we're going to talk about Russell and talk about all this stuff. I prepared a whole bunch of stuff. Non-stop bullish news. I don't know if you guys saw my video from earlier today. Despite 4 to 5 days being red, the Bitcoin ETF still saw weekly net inflow of 57 million. So that's good. Regarding my video earlier today, I was talking about a Santa rally because supposedly 75% of the time in the stock market, 75% depending on the year, but 70, that's more than 50%. So usually there's a good chance that you get a pretty good rally in the last 2 weeks of the year in the stock market. So obviously that doesn't mean crypto, but anyway. But I took a look and I was like, oh my God. The long-term holders are not selling as much as they had been over the last, during this bear market. So they're not selling as much. So it could mean one of two things, right? One is that they're just running out of coins to sell, right? There's not many of them left. Or two, some of them could be wising up and say, okay, let me pause, right? Because one of the things I said earlier today in my video I said that this bear market right now would not exist if not for these 4-year cycle zombies that it just keeps selling and selling and selling and just don't stop selling even at a loss. So this is like an artificially created bear market just because that one particular reason, because everything else is freaking bullish. We've started QE, interest rates are coming down. We have pro-crypto legislation. We have everything we ever desired, never dreamed of, and more, right? Institutional buy-in. But there's there are hordes and hordes and hordes of 4-year cycle zombies that are selling. But the good news is, I guess, less of them are selling. So that's very, very good news. Well, let me lower the heat. Log into the app right here. I feel like it's getting too hot in here. It's not too good. But yeah, I mean that's good news. There's nothing but nonstop good news. And yeah, it's I'm gonna get into a lot of base tokens today, and I have all this. So look here, North Korea just had its biggest year ever stealing cryptocurrency. At least somebody's doing really pretty good. I'm just joking. At least they're good for something. Oh my god. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, not to like be insensitive because I was hacked early. I was hacked in January, so I know how it feels. But yeah. I figured that was funny. But okay, yeah, this is crazy. I mentioned this in my last live stream. This guy, Jeremy from Financial Education, so a finance channel, not crypto channel. He has a reaction channel where he reacts to financial news, right? So in his main channel, he has 900,000 subscribers. And he was talking about all, you know, people he knows are getting their channels deleted. And I was like, oh yeah, that happened in the crypto galaxy. You know, people getting their videos taken down because of AI. And this was like a few days ago, and he published a short with an update. He had one of his videos on his reaction channel taken down. And then now, here's another video, another update.
Howdy guys, I apologize. I tried to upload to the reaction channel the video today talking about a bunch of stocks, the market, same stuff I always talk about. YouTube AI pulled it within like 20 minutes of it being up for no reason. Just pulls it off. There's no humans to deal with in regards to this. I'm trying to chat. I have to chat with an AI bot. So AI pulls the video for no freaking reason. Then
By the way, I want to let you guys know that nothing on this goddamn live stream is financial advice. You get punched in the freaking balls if you think this is financial advice. Right? They let you know and the AI know that there's no financial advice in this channel. Never. Never. Not in this video. Not in this channel. But anyway, let's get back to Jeremy.
I have to talk with AI, and it's absolutely brutal. I'm getting all like AI responses, and it's just like no humans to deal with. I posted on X about the matter. Team YouTube said they're going to reach out via DM. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, I get in contact with some human being at YouTube. I don't know if they even have any humans that still work at YouTube. It's ridiculous. So I apologize. It's an ongoing matter. It is what it is. It's frustrating. And now the channel has 2 strikes on it. So one more strike and it gets pulled.
Isn't that crazy? That's freaking crazy. And I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, crypto isn't being targeted. It's just in general because this is a regular financial channel. It's crazy. 900,000 subscribers, this guy.
They'll delete the whole channel. It's insane. Absolutely insane. So obviously really frustrating ordeal. So here's what I'm doing in regards to matter for now. So
yeah, okay, that's that. But yeah, it's kind of nuts, right? Like, my God, geez, dealing with that. He was like in his last video when I played this in my previous live stream with his first strike that, you know, he can't talk to anybody. And I was like, really? You can't talk? I was like, oh yeah. It's like when you get over 1 million subscribers, you're able to contact somebody like an actual person in YouTube, but he has 900,000. I'm like, holy crap. I never imagined that. It's kind of nuts, but yeah, we got to be careful. There's no financial advice in this channel. I don't know what you guys are thinking, man. There's no freaking financial advice in this goddamn channel, man. Are you out of your mind? Never any financial advice. Make sure that's clear so nothing else happens. I haven't had anything like that happen at all. No strikes, no warnings or anything strange like that. I do quite often get a copyright warning, not a strike or anything. Like just last live stream, I was playing Johnny Cash's Down, 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 like a lot last live stream. And then I was like, I got a message saying, you can't be monetized because this is a copyrighted song and so on. So, but yeah, whatever. I guess I'll play Johnny Cash on those special occasions when the market is crashing. But I think that I can just play this sound effect right here. That's good enough for that. But I was playing the whole song last time around. So there's now a 83% chance of Bitcoin hitting 80,000 first before going up to 150. See, I don't know about Poly Market. I think this is strange. I'm like, when is this going to happen? 150? I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Like I was explaining, and I've been explaining, in the last few weeks or so, we're probably going to bounce off of the 50-week SMA and then come back down. Who knows? Maybe in the next couple of weeks or whatever. Yeah, because the 4-year cycle zombies are waiting for that dead cat bounce, and they're gonna wait till we go up to the 50-week SMA, and then they're gonna sell, and they're gonna bring us back down. So we could get a nice rally up to like 100K, and then come back down, and then we're probably gonna make some more money because we've been crushing it over the last like 4 or 5 weeks or so with like 4 different tokens. Crazy. But I don't know when this is gonna 150K Bitcoin. I don't know. Maybe in the summertime. We might do something like that. I don't think we're gonna make a new all-time high. I don't even think we're gonna get above the 50-week moving average in the next couple of weeks. So my idea with a Santa rally, my opinion is that we're gonna rally up to like 100K, and we're gonna encounter resistance, and then we're gonna come back down, and maybe a few weeks later we'll go back up again, and we got to break through. But it all depends on these guys. The 4-year cycle zombies are selling, and they're not selling as much as before. So if they just continuously slow it down, then we're going to go back up, because there's just going to be so much liquidity eventually in the market that they not even they can hold us down. So time is going to pass by. A lot of them are going to run out of what they're selling, and then we're just going to go up. It's just like, this is artificial. This is suppression, and it's going to be like a slingshot going to take us right back up. So hopefully, fingers crossed on that. It's funny. Here's this. This is I was trying to figure this out at first. I was like, what is this? And then I full screened it. I was like, oh, Bitcoin versus Kaspa. What are you waiting for? And this is like zoom, like lightning fast speed. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, totally. Oh, what else? This is funny too. Here's Kaspa. Oh yeah, by the way, hit that like button. I haven't played this like button video in a while.
Speaking of being friendly, did you know that the most friendliest thing that you can do today is to give that like button a pound? Seriously, I'm looking for some new friends, and if you want to be my friend, just hit that like button. I'm like the friendliest guy on the planet. Trust me. And by the way, if you don't like this video, give me a thumbs down so I can track you down and beat you senseless.
That's right. Hit that like button. Hit that goddamn like button, guys. So what else we got? I'm gonna run through. Oh yeah, this is funny. This is not related to crypto, but oh, this is YouTube. I don't need to do that.
Yeah, can you pick me up? Yeah, the date went really bad.
Bro, you literally just asked me to go in the back seat. I just met you. Like,
And I spent fucking $30 on you at dinner.
I just got in the car.
But I spent $30 on you at dinner.
I don't need to stop. Yeah, I don't. Relax, bro. Chill.
So can we go in the backseat?
No.
Yeah, can you pick me up?
Crazy, 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 crazy. So, weary home buyers have a headache have a new headache misleading AI listings. Listing photos. Yeah, this is crazy, right? Can you imagine this happening with home buyers too? This AI stuff is getting like absolutely nuts. Like sometimes like I don't even want to bother looking at content anymore. It's just like every single thing I'm examining, I'm like, is this AI? It's just like it's getting to the point where it's like it's kind of becoming a little frustrating with all this AI stuff like nonstop. But yeah. Here, yeah, Santa Rally. We're just talking about Santa Rally, the Santa Rally. Hopefully, we have 1776 checks being sent out to 1.4, almost 1.5 million servicemen and women of the U.S. military, getting their checks, going to a little nice stimulus. So that is more good news to help, inject liquidity into the economy and so on. So. Like I'm saying, like nonstop bullish news. It's like we have, the economy, the government, printing money and liquidity is just starting to pump and everything is just right. So I don't know what these people are thinking when they keep selling, but I think gradually 2026 is going to be an increase, just going up gradually. Let me go back to here. Yeah. Yes, as I was explaining earlier. Let's you know what? Yeah, let's keep those indicators on. Let's get rid of this one. Yeah, so this is 2019. And then suddenly March 2020, a sudden drop of interest rates and then a sudden pump of the money supply. And it was, 2020 from March until September, it was like this gradual increase, right? And then like in October of 2020, it was like blast off right into 2021. And it's probably going to be the same. I'm like, we're in terms of like where we are right now and looking at this chart in 2019, like we're like right back here. Like so here, interest rates were already coming down. So July, right, down into October, QT ended right here. This is, this green is the interest rates and this right here is the Fed's balance sheet, right? So QT ended right here, right, in September, and interest rates going down. So this is like us, like right here, like we are here, like, like plug this right here on the map. You are here. And yeah, I mean, it's a matter of time. I see a lot of people talking about a 2026 cycle top. I just don't see it. I don't see how that could be possible. Like even with the crash, the mild crash, relatively big but mild crash with COVID, and then the sudden drop of interest rates to zero, and then the sudden pump of the money supply, like nearly doubling the money supply, like printing like 40% of the supply in like a month. Even with all that, we couldn't just suddenly have a cycle top in 2020, right? So I don't know why a lot of people think that we're ending QT, starting QE, we're getting all this stuff going on, stimulus checks, right? Obviously the U.S. Service members are getting their 1776 stimulus checks. We might get tariff dividends and all this stuff going on. I don't know why people think that we're just suddenly going to have a cycle top in 2026. Right? If it plays out relatively similar to 2019 and 2020, that means that things that are going on in 2025 and 2026 are going to, induce a cycle top in 2027. I don't, it's just like really confusing to me. Like, you get Raoul Pal, people like that, you get all these really smart people talking about a cycle top in 2026. It's kind of strange. But I do find articles here and there. The one that comes to mind is Bernstein Capital. I do find articles where institutions are talking about a cycle top in 2027, just like I'm saying. So some people are saying it. It's just the ones that are more exposed, more vocal, who are more prominent on YouTube and so on. Those guys like Raoul Pal, on Twitter, those are the guys that are saying that cycle top 2026. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on. What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have some beer and Russell with the goodest boy on bass. Yeah, I want to get into some of these soon. But where was I? Yeah. So this is interesting. A 72% chance the Supreme Court rules that Trump's tariffs are illegal, according to Polymarket. So this is like good. Is it good or bad, right? Because I think that if there's suddenly no more tariffs, then there's like a market rally because then things will suddenly get better. But if there's tariffs and in the long run there's more revenue and then there's dividend checks, we still get good stuff going on. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I was like, I'm ambivalent to all this. But City forecast Bitcoin at 143K over the next 12 months. This is like kind of realistic. Of 12 months, 143. Citing rising adoption and easing crypto regulation. Yeah, I mean, that's normal. That's what we've been saying, right? Oh yeah, HTX, Kaspa, is in a walk in the park. So, and no, HTX didn't ask for 3%. Oh, that was a side note right there. Fine. Trading goes live the 7/24th. I don't know. I mean, I thought it actually went live today, unless I'm looking at December 19th. This post is from yesterday. I don't know, but I mean, I guess it's good. I think, as far as I've heard, HTX is a pretty big exchange, especially in Europe or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Haven't been too familiar with that. Oh, this is funny. Check this out. It says, look at this picture. So the Kaspa Onion posted this. Can anyone make this but for Kaspa? And look what somebody did. That's kind of awesome, right? Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go over some Russell. Or let me go back. Well, I really want to talk about some base tokens. But yeah, Russell pumped like really, really good. Just like, I mean, yeah, it was like, this is a date right here. So I took profits on Russell and then I bought back in, right? So I swing traded, right? So I sold high, bought back in low. And then suddenly, like a couple hours later, it just went, right? Just blown all the way, right? I was like, holy crap. I was like, I'm glad I bought back in when I did. And yeah, I was like, what is it like down here? Like 1.7 million market cap. Yeah, it's just like went almost 17x because if you go over to trading view and you go to, let's say, 15-minute candles, it's at 15 minutes, right? There's a wick. It's up to it goes up to 17 million. So with Russell, this is the fourth token that has mooned in my community. Oh, so it's, yeah, right here. So you see 17.25 million. This is the fourth token that has mooned in this bear market in my community. Interestingly, now the first one is Pippin. Pippin be ripping, and the thing's still not coming back down. It's crazy, right? Here's Pippin. Pippin's not on base, you know, it's a Solana token, but Pippin is pimping. 425 million. This thing was like at 10 million at the beginning of this bear market. So I mean, what is it like? So that would be a 42x, but it was like 512, so like over a 50x that we did. In my community, you know, taking crazy amounts of profits, man. And but I want to talk about Russell. Hold on. So let me switch over. So Russell. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. So the same thing is starting to happen with Russell yesterday that has been happening with Pippin all this time, right? So for those of you who don't know, in my community, we monitor our tokens, right? Whenever they get a centralized exchange, we get notified instantly. And so it was like, holy crap. And one day Russell got XT, Hour-bit, and there's a, I don't know how you say this, high bit, BT, high, you know, and then it got Mexi. It's like instantly. So I'm like, holy crap, that was why. So it's like, it's pulling up Pippin. So I was like, I'm going to rethink everything about Russell, because I thought Russell was just, you know, just hanging around. I wasn't really doing too much. You never know when these things are going to start becoming active. You see here with Pippin, there's like crazy amounts of centralized exchanges. Like, I mean, here's August, right? But then suddenly in November, it's just like, it was like boom, you know. It's like woo, woo, and yeah, and then it's like, you know, now Russell is starting to do the same thing. So it goes back to, like, you know, what is gonna stay in it, you know, for the long haul. You know, what is gonna be, if we have our cycle top in 2027, you know, what tokens are gonna be in it, and in it for the long haul, right? Especially the meme coins, because I think, you know, a lot of devs, a lot of people just got into it thinking that the cycle top is in 2025, is this year, and they're going to make tons of money. Now it's like, okay, now they have to rethink everything. And, you know, what if there's a scenario where the cycle top is not for another 2 years, you know? Now, some of them are going to say, all right, so now I got more time to plan and try to expand and try to rethink my strategies. And, you know, maybe instead of hoping for 100 million market cap in 2025, you know, we're not going to get it. Maybe we can get to 1 billion in 2027. Like, hopefully some of them are going to do that. Others, of course, are just going to drop off the face of the earth and be like, oh, you know, I just, you know, can't do it. I can't dedicate the time. It's costing money. The market cap is in the gutter. And, you know, it's like, so some are going to fall off. And so who, you know, which tokens are going to fall off? Apparently, Russell is not one of them. From the looks of it. Pippin is not one of them. The other coin that we had pump 2 days ago, not 2 days ago, or two weeks ago, or last week, or whenever it was yeah, it's just recently, like less than a week ago, right? Or maybe a week ago, it was Folks Finance, and we were trading on base, and then there was liquidity issues, but it's bridged on many chains, so it's not like a base token, but that's like a whole different story. That's all VC backed and everything, so that's not a meme coin. I guess it's like, it's dangerous when, and it's brand new too. Russell has been around for let me just pull up this chart, but it's definitely more than a year. Let's push the back button. Let's go to the all-time chart. See when they, because back in the earlier this year when Coinbase listed Toshi, I was like, okay, Coinbase is going to list a base token that's a dog pretty soon, and like I wonder which one of this. So I started buying in to a lot of the dogs on base. So the top contenders in my mind were Dog and Me, Russell, and Aerobud. There are a couple others, but I was, Dog and Me took the crown, and we did a whole bunch of multipliers on that. So here we go. This is all the listings in my community. We did 10x. Actually thought it was 11x, but anyways. But on Dog and Me, and then Russell, but Russell was around during the Trump pump. And let's go to market cap. So 9 million. Is that correct? 9 million, and then right now, well, if that's the case, it just beat its all-time high. Unless, how's the tokenomics? Total supply, circulating supply. So almost all the supply is circulating. I don't know. Something's weird here, right? Because over here it says, nah, I don't know. It totally beat its all-time high, but let's go back to price. Price was over here. Maybe they dumped. Maybe they dumped a whole bunch of tokens. Well, they're pretty much caught up with their max supply, so it's all good now. It's not like there's bad tokenomics, but yeah. Anyways, I mean, yeah, it's been around, so it's like there's quite a few of them. So let's go to Aerobud. Aerobud. So another one on base. It's been around. And yeah, all-time chart. This has been around since, this is July. July of last year, not this year. So Aerobud has been around, and they've got 4 centralized exchanges. And these tokens right here, you never know, right? It's like it's 2 million market cap. Now, it could just drop off the face of the earth, and like you say, you put down $100, and it's like you lose almost all of it, or this thing could pump like Russell. Maybe it is gonna pump to like 100 million or something. I was just a few days ago, I was in the chat in my community. I was like, I don't expect Russell to go more than 10 or 20 million in market cap. So now I have to rethink that because of what they're doing. If it's pulling a Pippin, and Pippin is already at 400, 500 million, what's Pippin going to do in the long run if we get to 2027? It's going to be over $1 billion. So, could that happen with Russell? Who knows? Not financial advice, of course. That's not financial advice. But, this thing, so if Aerobud could either drop off the face of the earth, if you put $100 into it, or the damn thing could go over to like, 200 million, or even more than that. So you just don't know what's going to happen from here on out to like 2 years. Let's say the cycle top is in late 2027. You just don't know. So, and then you got all these others, like, there's others. There's a base NG. Base NG is another dog. And I believe, if I remember correctly, they have a lot of centralized. They have there's 7. So, so Benji is a ticker, but the name is Base NG, right? And they've been around again since May of last year. So they've been around a while, even longer than Aerobud. And they've got 7 centralized exchanges. Now, let's see if they're active. I didn't actually check that. So Aerobud, 160 members, 5,700 followers, and they're posting every day. They're posting every day, a couple times a day. So they're active. And same thing with BaseNG. They're active. So when there's a euphoria phase and you know, these meme coins are active, they're probably going to pump like hell. And they've already gotten 7 centralized exchanges. BaseNG, what does Aerobud have? Yeah, and these are the old ones. These Aerobud has 4. So who the hell knows? You know, it's one of those things, like if you have $5,000, why not just put $100 in 50 different coins, or $200 into 25 different coins, or something like that, you know? So spread it out. If you're going to get a couple of 100 X's or maybe even 1,000X, then why not? There's another one, Benny. What's Benny doing? Benny doesn't have any centralized exchanges. So, yeah. And they're only 300K market cap. Yeah, so probably any activity. December 9th. Yeah, it was still active. Still active. What did I just do? Did I not switch over to? Oh wow. This whole time I haven't been on a switch. Oh great. Yeah, so there's Benny and then we have the other ones, the KRC20s that moved over to base. Yeah, it's kind of sad. You know, some of them are so low that they stay in the game, you know, 2027. What are they going to do? They're going to go up to like what? You know, like $1 billion market cap or what? Or, you know, some of them, you know, what are they going to do? You know, Broke is one of my favorites. You know, you guys know that. You have Bocce. Yeah, same thing. It was 65K for Bocce. Yeah, it's like, could they go to a 60 million? You know, it's the same thing. It's like, what's going to happen with these guys? You know, put $100 on a whole bunch of them and just see what happens. And it might not be, you know, it might not be a case of like devs that want to like, you know, rug you and screw around. Like some of them, I think a lot of tokens out there, you know, I don't know which ones, but a lot of them out there, you know, have devs that didn't imagine that we're not going to have a cycle top this year. So like, oh, holy crap. So they just, the tokens themselves, they just might fall off. Bomb, it's another good one I like a lot. So I think a lot of those tokens that transitions from KRC20 tokens over to base, those are pretty damn good. Probably with, you know, teams that are going to be sticking around. So you got Bombit, Broke, Bocce, and you have Kurt. Kurt. I haven't checked out Kurt in a while. I think Bombit is absolutely wild. Bombit's another one of my favorites. Yeah, still active, still active. So anyways, yeah, I mean, that's that. Oh, the yachts. Yeah, pictures of yachts. If you click that link in the description below, You can join a community where one day we're going to be chilling on one of these goddamn yachts. Yeah. What else we got going? Senate confers pro-crypto. Michael Salig as CFTC chairman. Current market status right now. This is actually awesome. A bear and growing horns like a bull. A couple funny memes here. Did you say crypto? It's already way too. Nah, it's already way too late. It's like we're still early. We're crazy early right now. I thought I saw some more funny ones in here. Almost. Trump administration says we're closer than ever to passing landmark crypto market structure legislation. Legislation, yeah. Please. This is kind of funny right here, this one. Huddling. What's up, you guys? Anybody watching? Anybody got some favorite base tokens or something? Usually, I know it's dead, right? Whenever the market is pumping, you got people dropping all their tokens and stuff in the chat and so on. Typically that would happen back in the day. It'd be like, hey, here's a base token. You like this one and so on. We did get so we got some good pumps with Pippin, Folks Finance, and Russell. We also got a good one. We got some huge pumps with this Degen play. One of my favorite Degen tokens on base. I'm not going to expose it live to the, to the public right now because we still kind of low on that, right? So those are for my members only. But click the link in the description below if you want to get in on some of these working awesome plays. And I put in a lot of these other ones. Like I seem to be neglecting a lot of the pumps that we got in here. So I recently added in Bobby the Cat. This is like a play back in May. 60x on that. What are the recent ones I just added in that weren't here before? Yeah, for some reason I had also forgotten to add in Advantis. We did a 10x on Advantis back in September. We did a 10x on Midas as well. I think it was like early October. There's another one, another outlier, did a 9x on a token called Tokaboo. And yeah, those are the recent ones I added in. So the most successful group out there. Definitely the most successful group out there. So click the link in the description below if you want to be a part of it and get these freaking multipliers. But yeah, guys, let me know if there's anything you want to drop in a comment. And any base tokens, any of your favorite base tokens. Obviously, these are mine, the ones that I've listed so far. Yeah, the ones that transition, the teams that transition from KRC20s, plus, you have the other ones from last year, like Benji and or Basenji, as well as Arrowbud and Russell, definitely Russell, and obviously Dogamy is already on Coinbase, so that's probably going to be the baddest of them all. What else we got? When the market dips and bro says we need to buy one more dip. Oops.
Do that, we can do that,
Yeah, it's kind of nuts, yeah. I don't know how long it's going to be, but hopefully we get a Santa's rally very, very, very soon. Anyways, guys, I finished all my iced tea, like all my beer right here. And I think they say, "Ooh, look at that yacht." I didn't show that one. So click the link in the description below to be a part of the community that gets all these freaking calls. Unlike any other community out there. And I will catch you guys in there. Laters.
Code Monkey, Code Monkey.